I'm Randy and I make candy, and tonight I'm making O. Henry bars. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. If you've been a compadre for a while, you're probably aware that I like making homemade versions of commercial candies. After last week's outrageous episode, I realized that while I have a few playlists for chocolate and caramel and such, I hadn't created a playlist for the treats that are based on candy that you can buy at the supermarket. Well, that gap has been filled. RMC now has a commercial copycat playlist, which I'll link to here. And in fact, tonight's treat is the newest addition to that list. The O. Henry bar is a peanut butter fudge topped with caramel and peanuts dipped in chocolate. It's been around for over 100 years, and if you stick around after the recipe, I'll give you some details about its history. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own O. Henry bars, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. For the peanut butter fudge, I'm using 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. For the caramel layer, I'm using 1/4 cup of butter, 2/3 of a cup of sweetened condensed milk, 15 caramels, and 1/2 cup of peanuts. And finally, we'll be dipping into 1½ cups of chocolate. I'm also using a saucepan, a 6x6 baking pan, some parchment paper, a couple of cutting boards, a bowl, and a couple of precision dipping tools. Okay, let's make some candy. In a saucepan over medium heat, add the sweetened condensed milk and butter. Stir until the butter is melted, then add the caramels and turn the heat to medium-low. Stir this continuously so the caramels don't burn. When the caramels are fully melted, pour the mixture into some jars and set them aside. Line the baking pan. In a microwavable bowl, add the butter and peanut butter, cover the bowl with plastic wrap, and poke a few holes in it to let the steam escape. Microwave for 1 minute on high. Add the vanilla, and powdered sugar, and mix it until it becomes hard to stir and loses its sheen. Press the fudge into the baking pan. Take 1/3 cup of your caramel filling and combine it with the peanuts. If you're using some previously made caramel filling like I was, give it about 30 seconds in the microwave to loosen it up. Spread the caramel peanut mixture evenly over the fudge. Refrigerate it until the caramel firms up. Cut the candy into whatever size pieces you'd like. And place them on a lined cutting board. Temper the chocolate. Dip a piece of candy into the chocolate. Allow the excess to drain. Then return it to the cutting board. Continue with the remaining pieces and allow them to rest on the counter until the chocolate is set. And that's it. Okay, let's give it a try. Slanchiva. This is very nice. The only way this differs from the original is that the original has a darker caramel made with brown sugar, which has a correspondingly darker flavor. Whereas this is the standard caramel filling that I always have on hand, which has a much lighter flavor. Absolutely delicious combination though. If you'd like to add another chocolate peanut butter caramel arrow to your confectionery quiver, you really ought to try these. The O. Henry bar was first introduced in 1920 by the Williamson Candy Company, who sold it to Nestle, who continues to produce it today. As with many vintage candies, no one seems to remember exactly how the O. Henry got its name. There are a few theories. I'll tell you my favorite. Supposedly, a young man named Henry used to spend a lot of time at the Williamson Candy Company flirting with the young ladies. The cry, "Oh, Henry," was heard so often that when it came time to name their next creation, it was the first thing that came to mind. Another widely shared story is that one of Williamson's employees decided that he would transform the O. Henry bar from a local favorite to a national sensation. Williamson said, "Go ahead and try, but we're not going to waste any money on national advertisements." So this fella got a bunch of stickers made up that said simply O. Henry and attached them to automobile bumpers wherever he went. Name recognition went through the roof and candy sales rose quickly. I must say I disapprove of this technique, depending on the quality of adhesive used, but you have to admire this guy's sense of guerrilla marketing. If you enjoyed your time here in the Candy Kitchen, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you'll join me next time. Who sold it to Nestle, who continues to produce it to today. As with many vintage...